Okay guys, welcome back. We're going to check our work on lesson 98. You had a little bit of a shorter list of problems to work out because we had a little bit of a longer lesson from lesson 98. So we started with number 16, which was graph this inequality on a number line. X is less than or equal to 3. So we need a closed circle on 3, our arrow pointing to the left, because those are that direction has the values that are less than 3. Number 17, they want us to convert 1.4% to decimal and fraction. I did the decimal first. I took my 1.4%, I divided by 100% to get rid of the percent sign. If I divide by 100, my decimal moves back twice, bump, bump. I end up with 14 thousandths. So now that I have it written as a decimal and I can say it correctly, I can write it as a fraction, 14 thousandths, and that reduces to 7/500. Number 18. I had several steps on number 18. We had to use y equals negative 2x. We had to fill in our xy chart. So if x is 3, 3 times negative 2 gives us negative 6 for y. If x is 0, y is 0. If x is negative 2 times negative 2 gives us positive 4. So these are the 3 points that we want to graph. 3, negative 6, 0, 0, negative 2, and 4. So I graphed those points. 3, negative 6, 0, 0, negative 2, 4, and this was the line that I created. A says, where does it intersect, the line intersect the y-axis? It intersects at the origin, 0, 0. B says, are x and y directly proportional? Then we can look at our graph to determine that. It has to be a straight line to be directly proportional, and it must intersect with the origin to be proportional. So we say yes, the line is straight, and it includes the origin. It meets the origin. Number 19, they want us to find circumference and area of a circle with a 2-foot diameter. So 2 times 3.14 gives us 6.28 feet for the circumference. The area, if the diameter is 2, radius is 1, 1 squared is 1 foot squared, times pi, 3.14 feet squared for the area. Number 21. So number 21 was one of our new problems with similar triangles. So it says to find x and then find y. So I made a proportion. If the triangles are similar, their side lengths, their corresponding side lengths are proportional. So I compared x to 30. X on the small one is the same side as 30 on the big one. And then I said that must be the same relationship as the hypotenuse of the small one to the hypotenuse of the big one, 20 to 50. So I did my cross products. X is equal to 12. Same thing for y. I'm going to use corresponding side lengths to make a proportion. So on the small one, 16 is to y on the big one, as 20 is to 50. I use the same proportion, or the same part of the proportion on both of them. I did my cross multiplying. Y is equal to 40. So the last part, they wanted us to find the area of the small one. Okay, so the area, base times height. Base is 16, height is 12. We found x is 12, which was the height. And then divide by 2. Final area, 96 inches square. Number 23. On number 23, they want us to find the scale factor from the small one to the big one. So I said, I just took one of the sides on the small one, and I said I have to multiply by f, whatever the scale factor is, to get to that corresponding side on the big one. Okay, so basically we're finding what did we multiply each side by on the small one to get to the big one. You could have chosen any of the corresponding sides. I just did 22. I should have done 20 to 50. This should be 50 here, not 30, sorry. 20 to 50. Okay, so the hypotenuse of the small one, multiply by some number, which is our scale factor, to get the hypotenuse of the big one. And when you do your dividing, you get that the scale factor is 2.5. Each length on the big one is 2.5 times bigger than that corresponding length on the small one. 23 is scientific notation problem. 1.4 times 5 is 7. 10 to the 6 times 10 to the 4 is 10 to the negative 2. 7 times 10 to the negative 2. Number 24. Negative 3/5 m plus 8 equals 20. First step is to subtract 8 from both sides. And then I get negative 3/5 m is equal to 12. What's happening to m? It's being multiplied by negative 3/5. How do I undo that? Divide by negative 3/5, which means multiply by the reciprocal, which is negative 5/3. So I multiply both sides by negative 5/3. This all cancels out here. M is equal to negative 20. 0.3x minus 2.7 is equal to 9. My first step, add 2.7 to both sides. 0.3x is equal to 11.7. What's happening to x is being multiplied by 0.3. How do I undo that? Divide by 0.3 on both sides. Okay, so you'll end up having to move your decimals. 117 divided by 3 is 39. Last one. Square root of 5 cubed minus 5 squared. 5 to the 5th is 5 times 5 times 5 is 125. Minus 25 equals the square root of 100, which is 10. Okay, kind of a short one today, but I hope you did well, and I hope you have a great day. See you next time. Bye, guys.